The room erupted. Men slapped his back, women smiled politely. I stood still, smile frozen, my wine trembling in its glass. No one noticed. Or maybe they did and chose not to care. Either way, I memorized that moment. The taste of humiliation, the burn in my chest, the certainty that this was the last time I'd ever let him win. Back when I believed him. I met Daniel when I was 22. He was broke, charming, desperate for something he couldn't name. I thought it was love. He thought it was me. I believed in his dreams. I worked double shifts, paid bills he couldn't, stood in front of debt collectors with his name in my mouth. He promised me the world when he made it, and I, stupidly loyal, thought he meant us. We started with nothing. I was proud of that. I didn't realize he only wanted someone to drag him through the mud until he could crawl out shining. The first crack. It wasn't one moment, it was hundreds. Late nights at the office, perfume on his shirts that wasn't mine. The way he stopped introducing me as his wife and started calling me his +1. Then came the phone. A careless buzz on the counter. A message preview. Don't worry, she's harmless. You're the real prize. My lungs folded in on themselves, but I didn't gasp, didn't scream. I simply locked it away. Proof was no longer necessary. I knew. Shift in mindset. Most women would confront, cry, beg. Not me. I've always believed revenge is best served not in fury, but in silence. Calculated, precise. While he chased approval from strangers, I chased something bigger. Information, connections. Because Daniel wasn't the only one climbing, I'd been building something too, quietly, methodically, in shadows he never thought to check. When his company announced a merger, I knew my time had come. The name of the incoming CEO made me smile, because I already knew him, intimately, not in body, but in business. I'd spent 2 years consulting discreetly under my maiden name, shaping his empire's expansion. He trusted me. He listened. He owed me. The party. So when Daniel mocked me in front of his colleagues, he didn't realize the man who would soon decide his future had already decided mine. I left the party early. No tears, no words, just silence. That silence would be the rope he hung himself with. Execution. I didn't need to destroy him outright. That would be too merciful. Instead, I positioned myself as what he never saw me as, indispensable. First, I stepped closer into the CEO's circle. Meetings, strategy calls, dinners. I became his quiet weapon, the one who anticipated problems before they surfaced. He valued me, not as a wife, not as decoration, but as a mind. Second, I began withdrawing from Daniel's world. Subtle at first. Fewer shared accounts, quiet conversations with lawyers, documents sealed tight. By the time he noticed, most of what we owned together had shifted into hands he couldn't reach. And then I waited. Because patience is the cruelest blade. The Rolls-Royce. The morning after his promotion party, a black Rolls-Royce pulled up to our driveway. Daniel rushed outside, grinning like a boy meeting Santa. He didn't see me in the back seat at first. He saw the CEO step out, extend a hand. My hand emerged from the other side of the car, manicured, deliberate. His eyes widened as I slid out, calm, composed. I walked around, kissed the CEO on the cheek, not as a lover, but as a trusted ally. The message was clear. I belong here. You don't. Daniel's smirk faltered. His voice cracked. Wait, what is this? I let the CEO answer. Meet my new senior advisor. She's been guiding me for years. Daniel's mouth opened, closed. No sound came out. For the first time, he looked small. The downfall. The weeks that followed unraveled him. His new boss valued me more than him. Every strategy meeting, I was there. Every correction, every subtle dismissal, it chipped away at the man who once mocked me as a trophy. I didn't need to shout my revenge. It unfolded in whispers, in glances, in decisions where his voice no longer mattered. He started drinking more, missing deadlines, making mistakes that mattered. And each time I was there, calm, professional, untouchable. Until the inevitable came, his termination letter. Resolution. He signed the papers in silence, his hands shaking. He looked at me then, not with arrogance, but desperation, like the day we first met, except this time I wasn't the girl who'd save him. "I don't understand," he whispered. I leaned closer, met his eyes. "You shouldn't have mistaken loyalty for weakness." I walked away, heels sharp against the marble floor. Reflection. People ask if I miss him, if it hurt. The truth? It hurt once, yes, but pain is temporary. Power is permanent. He called me a trophy. Maybe he was right. Except now, I sit in glass cases he'll never touch, polished by victories he'll never taste.